If you're viewing this anyplace else, you may want to subscribe over there. They've got a great mobile app which will alert you when we go live on Twitch. I don't know if you were aware. But the next segment of today's Daily Space Weather video is the meteorology segment. So once again, we're looking at the North Atlantic and these areas of extremely calm winds surrounded by some pretty powerful winds like this low pressure off of the coast of Portugal. Check it out. Significant low there. And let's look at the jet stream. And you can see an input all the way up to the jet stream with that counterclockwise rotation off the coast of Portugal. Let's zoom out. And there are the jet streams of the Western world. Quite chaotic in the Northern Hemisphere. Less so in the south, but also quite meridional in nature down there. In other words, going north and south instead of west to east, the normal flow of the jet stream. By the way, these jet stream flows are what are responsible for all kinds of extreme weather around the world, folks. If you weren't aware of this, when the jet stream blows north and south, it can inject very cold air or very hot air at latitudes that are not expecting the very cold or very hot air to be there. Here are the surface winds of the eastern world. And it looks like this cyclonic system has calmed down a little bit. But there is another one up there in the North Pacific. We've got some terrestrial lightning in the U.S. Check it out. It's a very strong lightning storm there. South of Montgomery, Alabama. So here we are. We're on lightningmaps.org. And look at the concentration of lightning here. Lightningmaps.org is where I go when I hear thunder. So massive thunderstorm here. We'll have to show close-ups of this system. In any case, here's your global lightning map. Next, the pressure map. We're going to advance this into the GFS forecast for tomorrow. Here's the GFS forecast for pressure at 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow. And if you're wondering where we're located because you're a new viewer, we're located right about there in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. And thanks for tuning in if you're a new viewer. Cheers. Congratulations on actually finding our channel. Here's the weather.gov map. And we've seen the freeze warnings finally chill out. We're going to get some warmer air here in Pennsylvania today. I believe the forecast high is for the mid-60s, a little bit more seasonal. Next, we're looking at the jet stream forecast here on Tropical Tidbits. This is the 250 hectopascal winds. Actually, this is in millibars, but it's the same thing, 250 millibar winds. And so there's the current state of affairs roughly at 12 o'clock Universal Time on April 24th. And it looks like we're getting some extreme cold being pulled down into all the way down to Texas, West Texas, that is, coming soon. Continuing on to look at the U.S. Doppler radar map, and there you can see those extreme storms in southern Alabama. We'll actually zoom in on this location for once. We don't usually zoom in on the radar map, but due to the power of this thunderstorm here. So this one, that amount of lightning could be associated with things like damaging hail, heavy winds, and possible tornadoes. Also another strong band of storms here just moving into western Mississippi. And it's actually swirling up to the north a little bit there, as you can see. Montgomery may still get hit. And we'll also zoom in on this area on the cloud map. We'll zoom in right at the edge of the Florida Panhandle here and the water vapor map to give folks a little better idea of the direction. So here's the cloud layer, folks. And here's the water vapor map. We'll rock that back and forth and go back to the radar as well. So there's the radar. Should give you some idea of the storm track. And this portion of the storm right here is training a little bit, which means it's going to strike the same area in multiple points of the storm. And keep in mind, folks, in the northern hemisphere, the northwest corner tends to be the most likely spot for a tornado to be spawned. So I highly recommend you use the lightning maps, though. Lightning maps really does help you out when it comes to, real-time lightning maps. Real-time lightning maps really do help you out, and they can actually save your life for real. As if you're right in one of those strong cells where there's lots of lightning happening, get inside, figure out some way to mitigate your lightning risk. Anyway, again, there's the cloud layer, and here's the water vapor. And this dry mass of air trailing these storms is going to push things through pretty quickly. There may be a slight turn to the north from those systems. And that's today's meteorology segment. We'll have to say goodbye to Twitch. See ya, Twitch.